Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Claire Farnworth for GamerGuides.com and this is the final battle on the Unusual Scores challenge. You'll notice straight away that they have completely messed the system up. You're not actually fighting Geth. You will be fighting every single enemy. There'll be a single wave of each, and then the final wave will be them all mixed together. So it's very reminiscent to sort of platinum difficulty on the multiplayer, and this is a very protected battle. It can take, well, it takes a very long time because there's 5 rounds as well, so it's even longer than, you know, the regular battles, and you can actually die. You don't just, the simulator doesn't just end, you actually die as well, because it's dangerous because they've messed the system up. So you'll notice the first enemies are collectors. Collectors are an absolute nightmare, and this map is it's quite a horrible map because there's very little cover. These big white boxes are probably the best places to stay. You'll want to stay as far away from most of the enemies as possible. I would recommend, for the most part, particularly in the waves where husks and abominations are, is to just use these boxes, peek out and shoot, but then, you know, whilst your powers are cooling down or whilst you're reloading, strafe and skirt behind them again. These boxes will save your life, and using that tactic will make things a lot easier. For the team, I've got Caden and Miranda at the moment because they can both use tech powers and they can both use biotic powers. So the two combined, plus me as an infiltrator, makes each wave a lot easier. You really want a mixed squad because obviously you're fighting every single faction, and then all together at the end. You'll really want a squad that can do both jobs. They'll probably die quite a lot as well, but don't use your meta-gels too much. You'll only want to use 1 or 2 each round because, of course, you only have 8 and there's 5 rounds, so try to only use 1 a round, really. 2 if you're really messed up. Now the second wave is Geth, and of course Geth primes are incredibly dangerous, particularly on this map where there's not a lot of covers in between each platform. You really want to time your runs to perfection. Try and time them when the prime has started shooting his cannon at something else. That's when you should make the break for it, because otherwise, if you get caught by that cannon, he'll stagger you and you won't be able to go anywhere, and then you'll just die anyway. So in this wave, your squad mates will probably die very quickly because they have a habit of sticking their heads up when the prime is shooting his cannon and getting staggered and then dying. So it becomes quite annoying, really. But just ignore them, and luckily primes are slow, so if you stay in cover you should be able to just pick them off at a distance and, you know, make real use of energy drain in this battle if you've got that as your extra power. And be very careful that you don't get flanked by a pyro, because if they get close enough to unleash their flames, you will die very quickly, because of course they burn through your shields anyway. So yes, there are quite a few primes. If you kill a prime early on, another will spawn straight away, but if you try and kill some of the smaller enemies first, you'll only have to fight 2 primes in this wave. So you know, of course kill the prime if you have a clear shot at it, but try not to sort of kill them too much. What you could do is, you know, kill them a little bit, get the health down, and then kill all the others, and then just kill them, finish them off right at the end. That could be another tactic to employ. So, but always try for tech bursts, try for biotic explosions, and then once you finish this wave, the next group are Cerberus. So again, tech powers are a complete necessity in this. You'll only fight Dragoons and Atlases in this wave, so of course the Dragoons should be your first priority because they'll close you down very quickly, and they'll hit you with their whips, so you know, make sure to stun them. I mean, they go down quite quickly, particularly if you have a sniper. They don't actually have a lot of armor anyway, so they're quite easy to kill. So use things like Incinerate, Energy Drain to stun them, Overload, even grenades and things like that. But a good old sniper rifle bullet to the head will kill them in one shot. But once they're all down, you know, the Atlases are really easy to take down then. Just, you know, make sure you don't get hit whilst you're taking a shot at them. You know, pick your moments. The fourth wave is against Reapers, and you know, you'll be fighting Banshees and Husks. So, you know, Husks obviously are your priority, provided if they get near enough. I mean, they die so fast that they're not really too much to worry about. What you do need to worry about, of course, is the Banshees close in on you. Best thing to do is to attack them after they've stopped teleporting. Whilst they're on the move, you move too, and eventually they'll stop, so you can, that's your moment to shoot them in the head and unleash your powers on them. If one gets too close, just run away again. Don't let them grab you, because you'll die, of course, because it's an insta-kill. So and don't focus too much on killing them. Always be aware of your surroundings, because Husks could be looming, ready to grab you and destroy what you're trying to do. So yeah, your squad will just stand around and probably get thumped by Husks quite a bit as well, so it's best not to actually stay in cover for this. Just keep moving, strafe if you need to, try and dodge any Banshee warp balls that might get thrown at you, and then when you've finished that, you'll the final wave is against all enemies at once, and this this is a lot of fun, or not. No, it is very hard, because a possessed Praetorian will spawn, you'll have primes, you'll have Banshees all coming at you, and it's very hard. Priority should be the primes first. The Banshees, for the most part, you can just avoid, just keep running away from them till you're ready to kill them. You just take out the primes straight away, and then the Praetorian, because they also have long range capabilities. You know, stand behind these little boxes and just pick them off. Another thing you can do is wait for them to sort of come to one area. You know, if you're starting to struggle to try and kill them fast enough, wait until they've come a bit closer, and then use the boxes to aid your escape. So try and always put some cover in between you and them, just to give you that extra chance to get away. Although Praetorians' lasers can shoot through cover, so if they start to fire the lasers, just run or dodge. One thing to mention about Praetorians is that if you fire powers at them whilst they're flying, they'll put up a bubble and you won't actually be able to damage them with powers after that, so bear that in mind. Wait until they've sat on the floor to fire the lasers to kill them. So here, the best thing to do, because they've come quite close, you can sort of, I mean, he died, but then, you know, if he is getting too close, you could actually just go around the side and run off. Atlases are slow, so Atlases and the Banshees really should be left until after you've killed the Prime. I mean, if you get a really good shot, obviously, take it. You might as well. But if you do it this way, you should be fine. It really shouldn't pose you too many problems after that. And after, once the Atlas is down, that is it, and you'll be rewarded with a trophy and other nice things. So.